Good morning, everyone. There's Hoytsy. He's been stretching his legs in the arena for a while. Meanwhile, Renska's doing some pruning over there. It's always good to keep the trees in shape, isn't it? Good neck exercises as well. Doing her stretches. And then we've got little Jubbers over here, still in his pyjamas. Hello, Trouble. Say good morning to everyone. Oh, look at that little cute nose. And then, who else do we have? We have Annie over here in the blue rug, because her rug is at Lisa's laundry, being washed and reproofed again. She's probably about to go to bed in there. And then we've got Dow and Hiddy Hops at the hay bar. Oh, I thought Jubbers was off for morning playtime with Hoytzer there. Oh, he is. He obviously saw I had the camera out. Do you not want to know, Hoyts? Eh? Not this morning. I'm going to ask Sam to have a quick look at that sore bit on his foot, but it has definitely healed up over the last week, so I'm hopeful that it's nothing to worry about. Are you sharing nicely? This means that there's no congestion at the hay hole, which is always nice, because it means we can walk in and out of the barn easily. But there's Angel Eyes, all ready for his treatment this morning with Sam. Yeah, and then you get a couple of nights in as well. Looking very handsome as always. And then in the darkness, because I've got a light bulb out in the barn at the moment, there's little Neeky News. And again, Sam's going to have a little look at her foot. Sam's here, getting all the meds out the back of his car. And then you're first, Hannes. He's had his sedative, so he's going to have a little sleep now. But Hannes, he's done his hair today, especially for videoing.
Him or me?
You.
You wouldn't know, would you?
No. Sorry, I was going to clip his legs yesterday, but they were so muddy and wet. I thought you can do pretty patterns on him today.
Yeah. Do your best. Good man. Good man. So I reckon a lot of the pain from arthritis comes from the inflammation effect of the joint capsule and the synovium surrounding involving the joint capsule and surrounding the joint. And the way Arthramid works is that the hydrogel creates almost like a lattice that goes into the joint capsule and thickens the joint capsule, and that's the principle behind its pain-killing effect.
So do you put the steroid in first?
Yeah. All right. It doesn't really matter, but I will do. Yeah. Good man. Good man. That's fine. Good man. Good man. 1, 2, 3. There we are. That's what I was looking for.
Perfect.
Nice drip of. Yeah, that's screwed on.
So that's the Arthramid going in now.
Yeah. Good man. There you go, fella.
Was that 100%, Sam?
That was 100%. Got absolutely no doubt whatsoever that was in the joint.
Perfect.
And also the fact that that fluid was slightly blood tinged, even though I had a minor doubt about the previous injection, the fact that the fluid is blood tinged means it probably wasn't.
Okay.
Because we got a bit of blood back, and that's probably what's made the joint a bit bloody. Right, fella.
Wonderful.
So
HANNES.
2 days of rest. I mean, is he all right being kept in?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's absolutely fine. He can go in the turnout though, can he? Yeah.
Yeah. Just as long as he's not sort of doing much. Yeah, it's just a small area.
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 days, and then he's all right to go back out to the field.
Yeah, again, as long as he's relatively sensible out in the field, he's not going to be charging about. Yeah. Brand.
Good boy. I'm pleased to say that Sam had a quick look at Hoytz's foot and was quite happy that it's healing in the right way. But I'm going to still keep him in at night and keep him going in the arena. And the good thing is that we've got these hay nuts that I can give him so that he doesn't have to have haylage in there, because it does make a big mess in the arena and it obviously would destroy the surface in there. And it's why we have these 2 turnout areas. And you know, he'll be able to go in these as well. And it's funny how everything always happens for a reason. And as you'll see in the next bit of video, Sam had a look at NEEKA's foot, and I've known for a while that she's got white line disease, but unfortunately it has spread and caused a lot more damage within that foot. So it wasn't the abscess that I was hoping it was going to be, but because she's had so many abscess over the years, because she doesn't have the best of feet, it's obviously taken its toll, and this white line disease has ended up spreading much further into the foot. So I'm going to have to ask Chris whether he can cut that away, and it's going to mean that she needs to stay in for the whole winter because it's going to take a while for that foot to grow. But this is where I'm so relieved that I took the decision to have this turnout over here done, and the new wood chip, which will be much drier than this mushy surface that's on there now. So at least she'll be able to be in at night and go in the turnout during the day, which will help keep that foot nice and clean and as dry as possible. Because she's not the sort of horse that would enjoy being in 24/7, and it obviously doesn't do them any good being shut away all day and all night. You know, I did think that maybe I should ask Tony to do this turnout over here as well when he comes on Thursday, but I have to be realistic because at the moment I'm dipping into the 110k funding, and I can't be taking all the funds from that because obviously we need to get the Hoytzer and Jubba's house completed. But if there's some extra topping left over on Thursday, then at least if we can get it down in this turnout just to make the surface a little bit drier than it is at the moment, then that's going to help.
I mean, it's quite a sort of broad diagnosis, and it's not. I would say it looks like white line disease.
Well, that's what I thought, white line disease, which I know that she's had for a little while because Chris has picked up on it, but yeah. I've obviously never seen anything quite so bad.
It's not a particularly sort of specific diagnosis. It's a combination of sort of bacteria and fungus and just general healthiness of the white line. But you can see how, I mean, that's what it should look like. So you've got the sole hoof and then the white line here, and it's, you know, sort of that thick. Whereas here you just got massive separation of the hoof of the sole and the hoof, and it's how wide the white, so and it probably needs debriding really. I mean, it depends on how deeply it goes, but you really want to get the dead tissue cut away so that it's you've got a clean, you're basically down to health. All right, that's down to healthy white line,
right?
But no,
Chris can do that though, can't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
to keep it clean, am I best just putting something dry on it?
Yeah, dry pulse, which is a dry bandage, but get it really sort of flushed out, and then get sort of paper towel or towel, even sort of like a hairdryer, just to sort of really dry it out as much as you can before you dress it.
Okay.
And then she wants to be kept absolutely as dry as possible.
I've got that hoof stuff. Have you seen it before?
Hoof stuff.
Hoof. It's called. It's called. No, it is literally
called
called hoof stuff.
Oh no, okay, sorry. I thought you said.
Hold on, wait.
If the disease in the white line goes to there, you've got a huge amount of hoof to cut back, and that takes what, months and months to regrow. And also, considering where it starts about here and comes down to there, if you take a lot of that hoof fall off, you're taking away a load of the support on a hoof. So I think if you can trim it back without cutting the hoof all away, it's probably better. But it depends on how deep it goes and how well you can get it trimmed back.
But she's going to pretty much be in for the winter now, isn't she?
Probably,
for that to grow back.
Yeah, because apart from anything else, all it takes is 1 foot in a muddy gateway, and it's just mud straight back up into that crack, and But
okay.
clean and dry is the absolute crux of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got everything ready here for NEEKA News foot. I've messaged Chris, so he knows that he's going to have to cut all of this away. But for now, as Sam suggested, I'm going to dry poultice it with this little bit of animal Lintex. We've got some Gamgee there to go over the top, but I'm going to fill it with the hoof stuff because it's antibacterial. It got Sam's approval, even though he laughed when I said about hoof stuff. And hopefully that will help heal what's there and at least give her some relief until Chris can come along. In there is hydrogen peroxide that I've just cleaned it out with again. She's going to be wrapped up in some vet wrap, and then I'm hoping that this boot will go over the top to help keep it nice and clean and dry. But we're going to get through an awful lot of Gamgee and vet wrap over the coming weeks, I think, young lady, aren't we? So Chris has used an awful lot of this hoof stuff over the years, where you get an abscess that's tracked up through the white line and it leaves a hole. So he puts this hoof stuff in before putting the shoe over the top. So there we go, that's all packed out there. I'll now put a little bit of animal Lintex over the top. Not that it needs to be animal Lintex, because it just needs padding. A little bit of extra padding, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's see whether this boot will go over the top. This is a size large, but I'm not wholly convinced that it's going to fit. In fact, I think it's not going to fit over, so I'm going to go back with the fabric boot for now. So these are great, these fabric boots, but they don't last very long because they wear through them quite quickly. But that fits neater around that bandage than this blue one does, which, as I say, this is a large, but it's clearly not large enough to go over the foot while it's bandaged up as well. We're now down at the boys. Nero's having his flu vaccine.
Yeah. Who's this?
Nero.
Come on.
So we've done 5 flu vaccines today. In fact, Nero here had flu and tet, as did Uber. And we had Ren, Hida and Yolanda, who just had their annual flu jabs. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did all the work.
Right, and then sort of try and lift a bit, and then it doesn't bend those edges, but well, it should be all right.
Oh, sorry.
That's lovely, absolutely fantastic. That.
Yeah? Hold on.
That's about right, and then just across
Does it need to go that way?
Yeah, way across. Yeah, that'll do fine.
What, just to the...
No, I can sort the rest, honestly. It has to cover the stone, that's another 9 inches.
Oh, it has to cover the stone?
Yeah, don't worry,
There you go.
I'll position it now.
That's the first bit of roof in position. A few more to go. But what a perfect day. Once again.
Right, so we're just literally going to roll it, stand it up first. Can you just balance if I go back?
I'll do my best.
Back I can't.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm hoping.
Not heavy, just...
Okay. Yeah? Yeah? Do you want me to bring it back this way so it's...
Just 1 second.
Yeah?
Right, whenever you're ready.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And put it down, yeah?
Yeah, is it the right distance?
Just a fraction towards you, tiny little bit, that's it.
How's that?
Yeah, that's...
If it's within a millimetre, I can...
It's about a millimetre.
Yeah, I can up your way.
It's probably about 2 millimetres, 3 millimetres too much my way.
I can bump it now, that's fine.
Yeah?
That's lovely, thanks.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you...
Next one going in. One more to get in place. I've just read Michael, Janet Luff's comment about going
to Australia anytime you want.
But I'm sorry, Janet, we're not going to lend him to you because I will steal the keys from his truck until he's finished the Hoytzer and Jubba's house.
And the shipping.
And the shipping.
Oh my God, I'm the shipping.
Yeah. So, Janet, I think you've made Michael's day and he's...
I've always wanted to go to Australia, but I wouldn't come back.
Yeah, so you can't have him yet. Maybe I shouldn't post this video because otherwise Janet will be coming and stealing you. Annie's gone to bed now. Hida was in bed and having dreams again before Sam rudely awoke him and gave him his vaccination while he was still in bed. But he's none the worse for it. Are you, Floppy Doo? Eh? Do we think these horses have the cushiest life? What do you think, Dow? Eh? Annie and Hida are having a lovely time. Hoytzy, you're kicking because you know that I've got a bowl of peanuts for you. Here you go. It's in there. It's down there. Are you going to share with Jubbers? I don't think you'll get much choice. He usually pinches the carrots out first. Look, we've got a nice clean yard. Because Lisa's laundry extends to Lisa's pressure washing as well.
Lisa's getting carried away.
It's easy to get carried away with pressure washing.
No, you just don't know when to stop, do you?
I know, you could just keep going forever and ever.
I know.
But Arthur's waiting there for his turn.
Arthur's going to have a little... Oh, it's only 3 o'clock.
Yeah, you could do loads more.
I know, I could fit at least another couple of hours
Yeah.
in. I'm probably covered in dirt.
Look, we've got another beautiful sky this evening. There's Hida looking longingly because I've actually got Doutzen and Yolanda in here tonight. So, as you know, Doutzen's been free reigning on the yard since she wasn't very well. And Yolanda is been a little bit stiff with that shoulder, so I've had her up here today for a pamper. She's had the massage pad on her. She's had a little bit of TLC, and she's going to spend a little bit of time up here. And I gave Doubtson the choice as to whether she wanted to come in here and join her, and she decided that she did. So they're in here. There's a little bit of fresh grass actually in here because it hasn't been grazed for a little while. But they've also got a little hay hut over there, so they're not going to get hungry. And it's going to be nice and dry tonight, so I don't think they'll miss not having shelter to go into. But Hida, do you really want to go in with them? Hmm? Yeah, but you get very tired, sweetheart. So you're best being able to go into the shelter. They can come out and join you tomorrow. You're going to have to put up with Annie and Renska as company for the night. I roped Michael into another little job before he goes for the day. Let's have a look.
Couldn't go any lower because there's nothing to fix to, but is that all right?
That's perfect. You've only done it that high so that lots falls out the bottom, so that Jubbers can get it. Yeah, you see, you're just looking after him. He's going to get fat before Christmas
it's a bit
now.
Angled, but it's just where it fits. It's just.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant.
This is so cozy.
It is. It's lovely. It's a good temporary stable until you get their house finished.
Temporary. Look at it. It's beautiful.
I know. It is gorgeous.
Nice roof.
It'll be even better when the solarium arrives on Saturday.
That'll make a difference. You're just going to hang it up the middle.
Yes, yes, central.
Have a look
Sir?
down there now.
Jubbers is going without you. Jubbers, wait for Hoyts. Come on. Come on. Good boy. He's gone to steal haylage from in the barn. Come on, Jubbs. Hoytsy, look, you've got a hay bar. Look, straight to his food. That's perfect. So once this is set up as a washroom as well, we'll be able to wash them. So the plan is to have the hot horse shower and the hose here inside a cupboard. We'll be able to wash them down and then let them go under the solarium, and they'll even be able to have a pick of haylage while they're drying off. So what a perfect multi-purpose space. Are you happy, Hoytzer? I've just been looking at your new house. It's amazing. You're a very lucky boy, but you deserve it.
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears.